good son named Bregan, by whom was built the tower and the city. Braganza was the city's name. From Bregan's tower it was that Ireland was seen. An evening of a day of winter, Ith, son of Bregan, saw it. Under Hglepkojis, Caelen, Gadel glass, of whom are the Gadel. Son was he of Nell, with store of wealth. He was mighty west and east. Nell, son of Phineas Farsed, Phineas, who had 2 sons, I speak truth. Nell, our father, and Ninuel. Nell was born at the tower in the east, Ninuel in Scythia, bright as a shield. After Phineas, the hero of ocean, there was great envy between the brethren. Nell slew Ninuel, who was not gentle. The high king was expelled. He went into Egypt through valor till he reached powerful Pharaoh, till he bestowed Skoda, of no scanty beauty, the modest, nimble daughter of Pharaoh. Skoda bore a son to noble Nell, from whom was born a perfect great race. Gadel glass was the name of the man, green were his arms and his vesture. Fierce Esru was son to him, who was a lord with heavy arms. The son of Esru, Shrew, of the ancient hosts, to whom was meet all the fame attributed to him. Shrew, son of Esru, son of Gadel, our ancestor, rejoicing in troops, he it is who went northward to his house over the surface of the red Mare Rubrum. The crews of 4 ships were the tail of his host along the red Mare Rubrum. In his house of planks, we may say, 24 wedded couples. The prince of Scythia, it was a clear fact, the youth whose name was Ninuel. It is then he died yonder in his house, when the Gadel arrived. Eber Scott of the heroes assumed the kingdom over the progeny of Ninuel unashamed, till he fell with no gentle kindness at the hands of Nomius, son of Ninuel. The strong son of Eber thereafter, who had the name Bau-Main, of perfect purity, to the shore of the Caspian Sea was he king, till he fell by the hand of Nomius. Nomius, son of Ninuel, of the strength settled in Scythia, checkered like a shield, the perfect fair prince, fell by the hands of Ogamain, son of Bau-Main. Thereafter Ogamain was prince after Nomius of good strength, till he died in his territory unchurched. After him Rifil was king. Thereafter Rifil fell by the hand of Tate, son of Ogamain. Tate fell, though he was not feeble, by the hand of Reflor, son to Rifil. Reflor and Agnomain without blemish. 7 years were they in contention, till Reflor fell with tumult by the victorious hand of Agnomain. Noinel and Rifil with a spear point 2 sons of Reflor, son of Rifil. They drove Agnomain out over the raging sea, great and green. Good were the chieftains, it was sufficient, who came out of Scythia, Agnomain, Eber, without blemish, the 2 sons of Tate, son of Agnomain. Alat, Lamfend of the green hand, conspicuous the 2 sons of very bright Agnomain, Cacher and King. Fame of victory the 2 good sons of Eber of the red steed. The number of their ships, 3 ships coming over heavy waves, threescore the crew of every ship, a clear saying, and women every 3rd score. Agnomain died. It was no reproach in the islands of the great Caspian Sea, the place where they were for a year, they found very secret. They reached the full Libyan Sea, a sailing of 6 complete summer days. Glas, son of Agnomain, who was not despicable, died there in Cercina. A fair island found they there on the Libyan Sea of warrior blades, a season over a year, with fame their sojourn in that island. They sail on the sea, a brilliant fact both by day and by night. The sheen of the hands of lustrous Lamfend was like to fair candles. 4 chieftains had they who were not despicable, after coming over the Libyan Sea. A lot Lamfend, swift over the ocean, Ching and his brother Kacher, who found a remedy for them yonder for the melody of the sirens. This is the remedy that fair Kacher found to melt the wax in their ears. They found a spring and a land at the Riparian headland with great might. Having the taste of wine thereafter, their thirst overcame them mightily. Soundly they slept to the end of 3 days without sorrow, till Kacher the faithful Druid wakened noble men impatiently. It is Kacher, a brilliant fulfillment, who made a prophecy to them at the Riparian mountains with a headland. We have no rest until Ireland. In what place is lofty Ireland? Said Lamfend, the violent warrior. Very far, said Kacher then. It is not we who reach it, but our children. They advanced in their battalion with venom southward past the Riparian headlands. The progeny of Gaedel with purity they landed at the marshes. A glorious son was born there to Lamfend, son of Agnomain, Eber Glundfend, pure the griffin, the curl-haired grandfather of Febri. The family of Gaedel, the brisk and white, were 300 years in that land. They dwelt there thenceforward until Brath the victorious came. Brath, the noble son of faithful Death, came to Crete, to Sicily. The crew of 4 ships of a safe sailing right hand to Europe, on to Spain. Oche and Uche without blemish, the 2 sons of Alot, son of Ninuel, Mantan, son of Kacher, faithful Brath. They were the 4 leaders. 14 men with their wives made the crew for every ship, full of warriors and 6 noble hirelings. They won 3 battles in Spain. Lofty the first battle, I shall not conceal it, which they won against the host of the Tuscans. A battle against Bacca with violence, and a battle against the Longobardi. It was after the sinister battle that there came to them a plague of 1 day. The people of the ships of the sons of Alot without fault were all dead except 10 persons. Un and In came out of it, 2 noble sons of the strong chieftains. Thereafter was Bregan born, father of Bile the strong and raging. He broke a great number of fights and battles against the many-colored host of Spain. Bregan, of the shouts of valorous deeds, of the combats, by him was built Brigantia. Bregan, son of Brath, gentle and good, he had a son, Mil. The 7 sons of Mil, good their host, including Eber and Araman, along with Dond and Eric in the battle, including Ir, along with Eranan, including Armorgan, with bright countenance, and along with Coltha of the sword, the 10 sons of Bregan without falsehood, Brega, Fuat, and Mertemine, Qualge, Quala, fame though it were, Ableo, Nar, Ith, Bile. Ith, son of Bregan, was with tuneful fame, came at the first into Ireland. He is the first of men who inhabited it, of the noble seed of the powerful Gaedel. Let us cease at this point from the stories of the Gaedel, that we may tell of the 7 peoples who took Ireland before them. Chesair, daughter of Bith, who was son of No, took it 40 days before the flood. Partholon, son of Sarah, 300 years after the flood. Nimid, son of Agnomain, of the Greeks of Scythia, at the end of the 30 years after Partholon. The Firbolg thereafter, the Firdomnan thereafter, the Galeon thereafter, along with them, the Tuatha De Danann thereafter, the sons of Mil thereafter, as Fintan said, under Fintan ke Senate. Ireland, whatever is asked of me, I know pleasantly. Every taking that took her from the beginning of the tuneful world. Chesair came from the east. The woman was daughter of Bith, with her 50 maidens, with her 3 men. Flood overtook Bith in his mountain. It is no secret. Ladra in Ard Ladrand, Chesair in her nook. But as for me, he buried me, the Son of God, above the company. He snatched the flood from me above heavy Toltwinde. I had a year under the flood in strong Toltwinde. I found nothing for my sustenance, and unbroken sleep were best. I was in Ireland here. My journey was everlasting, till Partholon reached her from the east, from the land of Greeks. I was here in Ireland, and Ireland was desert, till the son of Agnomain reached Nimid. Brilliant his fashion. The Firbolg and Vjgalaxy came. It was long ago. The Firdomnan came. They landed on a headland in the west. Thereafter the Tuatha De came, in their masses of fog, so that there was sustenance for me, though it was a long lifetime. The sons of Mil came from Spain, from the south, so that there was sustenance for me at their hands, though they were strong in battle. A long life fell to my lot, I shall not conceal it, till faith overtook me from the King of heaven. I am Fentane, the white son of Bochna. I shall not conceal it. After the flood, here, I am a noble great sage. Incipit de the takings of Ireland. Thereafter Chesair, daughter of Bith, son of No, took it. Ut poeta dixit, 40 days before the flood. This is the reason for her coming, fleeing from the flood. For No said unto them, Rise, said he, and go to the western edge of the world. Perchance the flood may not reach it. Of clouds, 2 of the ships were wrecked. The crew of 3 ships arrived at Dunna-Imrach, in the territory of Corco-Dibne. Chesair and the crew of her ship escaped, 50 women and 3 men. Bith, who was son of No, of whom is Sleabetha named. There was he buried in the great stone heap of Sleabetha. Ladra, the pilot, of whom is Ardbocha, of whom is Fentan's grave over Toltwinde. Chesair died in Culkesrach in Connacht with her 50 maidens. These are their names. Ut Fintan ke Senate. A just division we shared between us, myself and Bith, and bold Ladra. For peace and for reason it was done. In the matter of the 50 magnificent maidens, 17 women I took, including Keser, Lot, Loam, Mal, Mar, Frochar, Fimar, Fabel, Forol, Kipir, Torian, Tamal, Tam, Abba, Allah, Bechni, Sile. That is the tale which we were there. 17 Bith took with Berfend, Sela, Della, Dweeb, Adeos, Fortra, Potra, Trej, Nara, Buana, Tamil, Tana, Nathra, Leos, Fodarg, Rodarg, Dos, Klos. Be it heard, those were our people further. 16 thereafter with Ladra, Alba, Bona, Albor, Ale, Gothiam, German, Etne, Inde, Rodarg, Rene, Inkor, Ain, Irand, Espa, Sine, Samol. That was our fair company. None of the seed of Adam took Ireland before the flood, but those. Now Ireland was waste thereafter for a space of 300 years, or 312 quod Urius est, till Partholon, son of Sarah, son of Shrew, came to it. He is the first who took Ireland after the flood on a Tuesday, on the 14th of the moon in Inverseen. For 3 times was Ireland taken in the Inverseen. For of the progeny of Magog, son of Iapheth, was he, ut dixis supra. In the 60th year of the age of Abraham, Partholon took Ireland. 4 chieftains strong came Partholon, himself and Leglin, his son, from whom is Lochlechlin in Uimach, west of Breg, Slange and Rudrech, the 2 other sons of Partholon, from whom are Sliab Slanga and Loch Rudreg. When the grave of Rudreg was a diggin, the lake there burst forth over the land. 7 years had Partholon in Ireland when the first man of his people died, to Tewit Fea, from whom is Magfea, for there was he buried, in Magfea. In the 3rd year thereafter, the first battle of Ireland, which Partholon won in Slimna of Mag-Etha, against Sichol, Clapperlog of Volmereg. Men with single arms and single legs they were, who joined the battle with them. There were 7 lake bursts in Ireland in the time of Partholon. Loch Lechlin in Uimach oes of Breg, Loch Juan and Loch Rudrech in Ulaid. Loch Dechet and Loch Mes and Loch Con in Connachta and Loch Extra in Ergiala, for Partholon did not find more than 3 lakes and 9 rivers in Ireland before him. Loch Fordremen in Sliab Mis of Mumu, Loch Lumnig on Tir Fint, Slanga, Lachlin, the brilliant, board-like, noble, and strong was his canoe. These were his ready trio of chieftains, along with the lordly Rudrech. Plains were cleared of their great wood by him to get near to his dear children. Mag-Etha southward, a hill of victory head. Magli of ashes, Lachlathrained, 7 lake bursts, though ye measure them with renown of name, though ye should set them forth they filled amid the fetter of valleys, insular Ireland in his time. Loch Lechlan, bold Loch Juan, the Loch of Rudreich, he was a lord without law-giving, Loch Techet, Loch Ois, abounding in mead, Loch Hu, Loch Extra, full of swans, over Ireland of beauty of colour, as I relate every foundation on the fortress of Bith. He found not more than 3 lakes before him, 3 lakes vast and tideless, and 9 rivers full of beauty, Loch Fordremain, Loch Lumnig, Finloch, over the borders of Eris. The river of life, the Lee, let us mention, which every druid hums who knows Diana Sanga. The history of the old rivers of Ireland has demonstrated the true height of the flood. Maud, Slechech, Samar, thou dost name it, Boas, a flood with the fame likeness of a summit, Modorn, fined with fashion of a sword blade, Bana between Lee and Isla. He died after pride with warriors Partholon of the 100-fold troop. They were cut down with possessions, with treasures on the old plain of Elta of Eder. This is why it is the fortunate old plain. It is God, the fashioner, who caused it over its land, which the sea mouth cut off. No root or twig of a wood was found. His grave is there according to men of truth. Although he had no power among saints, silent was his sleep under resting places which are no pilgrimage way for our scholars. 300 years, thou yea should know it, over lands secret to the exalted, had the troop, brightly tuneful and lasting over age-old noble Ireland. Men, women, boys, and girls on the Caelens of May, a great hindrance, the plaguing of Partholon in Myers-Briggs, was no unbroken summer appointment of peace. It was 30 lean years that she was empty in the face of war champions, after the death of her host throughout a week in their troops upon Mag-Elta. Loch Fordremain in Sliabmis of Mumu, Loch Lumnig on Tir Fend, Loch Cara in Iris, Abba Leaf, Louis, Moad, Slechech, Samar, upon which is Es Ruad, Find, Modorn, Boas and Bana, between Le and El, on the Caelens of May. On a Monday plague killed them all except one man, Tantum, Tuan, son of Starn, son of Sarah, nephew of Partholon, and God fashioned him in many forms, and that man survived alone from the time of Partholon to the time of Findian, and of Cullum Kill. So he narrated to them the takings of Ireland from the time of Cesare, the first who took it to that time, and that is Tuan, son of Carol, son of Muerdach, Muendurg. Of him the history sage sang the following song: of the land of the men of Fal, ye scholars of the plain of fair white Con, as I relate what company after the creation of the world first lighted upon Ireland. Ireland before the swift flood, as I reckon her courses, knowing pure white Kemps found her, including Cesare, daughter of Bith. Bith, son of No of the many troops, though he overcame with a trench achievement, he died in warlike Sliabeta. Ladra died in Ard Ladran. To Dun na Mimbach, Bark, Fintain, went on a journey of weakness. His grave was found. It was a leap of impetuosity. He was not in haste into the trench of a churchyard, but a grave over Tultwinde, for a separation festival faring without scale of reckoning brought them at the stone heap. Beside a fruitful sea, Cesare died in Kul Kesrach. 40 days, full scanty, the slender and graceful troop arrived in their ship. Before the noise of the flood they landed on a place of the land of Ireland. He rose on a journey for truth deciding by the might of the king Fintan, whom he used to adore, who was a man with tidings for lords, for mighty ones of earth. 300 years I boast of it. I speak through the rules which I reckon, pleasant Ireland. I proclaim it against the soothsayers was waste after the flood. Partholon the eminent came, a royal course across an o'er-beaten sea. His quartet of heroes fair and faithful, among them was the free-born Slanga. Let us give adoration to the king of the elements, to the good head, the fortress of our people, whose is every troop, every generation, who is every head, every scholarship. I am Waflained, who scatters truths, and apportionment with kings hath he chosen. May everything whatsoever he may say be a speech of grace. May it accord with holiness, ye scholars. It was the 4 sons of Partholon who made the first division of Ireland in the beginning, Orba, Fergna, Feron. There were 4 men, namesakes to them, among the sons of Mill, but they were not the same. From Athcliath of Lagan to Net, who is the division of from Athcliath to the island of Ard-Nimid is the division of Orba. From Ailech to Athcliath of Medrag is the division of Feron. From that Athcliath to Alachniet is the division of Fergna. So that is the manner they first divided Ireland. Partholon had 4 oxen. That is the first cattle of Ireland. Of his company was Brea, son of Senboth, by whom were a joust, a flesh cauldron, and a dwelling first made in Ireland. Of his company was Semeleth, by whom were ale drinking and suretyship first made in Ireland. Of his company was Beor, by whom a guest house was first made in Ireland. As the poet saith, Partholon, whence he come to Ireland, reckon ye? On the day when he reached across the sea. What was the land from which Partholon came? He came from Sicily to Greece, a year's journey, with no full falsehood, a month's sailing from Greece westward to Cappadocia. From Cappadocia he journeyed, a sailing of 3 days to Gothia, a sailing of a month from White Gothia to 3-cornered Spain. After that he first reached Innisfail to Ireland from Spain on Monday, the 10th. Without blemish, 1 octod took Ireland. He is the first man who took his wife in the time of Partholon without falsehood. Fintan, who took the woman through combat. Aif, daughter of Partholon. Partholon went out one day to tour his profitable land. His wife and his henchmen together he leaves behind him on the island. As they were in his house, the 2, a wonder unheard of, she made an advance to the pure henchman. He made no advance to her. Since he made her to no answer promptly, the henchman, Stubborn against an evil intention, she doffs her in desperation and impulsive action for a good woman. The henchman rose without uncertainty, a frail thing is humanity, and came a saying without pleasure with Delgnat to share her couch. Insolent was the prank, for a pleasant henchman which Topa of tuneful strings wrought, to go by a rough trick, a happiness without pleasure with Delgnat to share her couch. Partholon, who was a man of knowledge, had a vat of most sweet ale, out of which none could drink aught save through a tube of red gold. Thirst seized them after the deed, Topa and Delgnat, according to truth, so that their two mouths drank their two drinks in the tube. When they did it, a couple without remorse, there came upon them very great thirst. Soon they drank a bright cold drink through the gilded tube. Partholon arrived outside. After ranging the wilderness, there were given to him, it was a slight disturbance, his vat and his tube. When he took the straight tube, he perceived upon it at once the taste of Topa's mouth, as far as this, and the taste of Dalgnat's mouth. A black surly demon revealed the bad, false, unpleasant deed. Here is the taste of Topa's mouth, said he, and the taste of Delgnat's mouth. Then said the sound son of Sarah, the man called Partholon, though short the time we were outside, we have the right to complain of you. The man smote the woman's dog with his palm. It was no profit. He slew the hound. It was a treasure that would be slender. So that is the first jealousy of Ireland. Degnot, answered her husband, not upon us is the blame, though bitter. Thou thinkest my saying it truly, but it is upon thee. Thou evil, thou thinkest my saying it to thee, Partholon. Its right shall be mine. I am the one before one here. I am innocent. Recompense is my due. Honey with a woman, milk with a cat, food with one generous, meat with a child, a right within, and an edged tool, one before one. 'Tis a great risk. The woman will taste the thick honey, the cat will drink the milk, the generous will bestow the pure food, the child will eat the meat. The right will lay hold of the tool. The one with the one will go together. Wherefore it is right to guard them well from the beginning. That is the first adultery to be heard of made here in the beginning. The wife of Partholon, a man of rank, to go to an ignoble henchman. He came after the henchman and slew him with anger. To him there came not the help of God upon the weir of the kin murder. The place where that was done after its fashioning certainty, great is its sweetness that was there of a day in the land of Innis Saemera, and that without deceit is the first judgment in Ireland, so that thence with very noble judgment is the right of his wife against Partholon. 17 years had they thereafter, till there came the death of that man. The battle of MaxWdhs of the combats was one of the deeds of Partholon. Further of the voyaging of Partholon. Good was the company that Partholon had, maidens and active youths, chieftains and champions, Totacht and strong Tarba, Lochar and Eight Techbal, Coel, Dorcha, Dam, the 7 chief ploughmen of Partholon, and Lechmag, Liach and Lechmag with color, Imar and Itriga, the 4 oxen, a proper group, who plowed the land of Partholon. Beor was the name of the man, with his nobles and with his people, who suffered a guest in his firm house, the first in Ireland's island. By that Brea, son of Sinboth, a house was first, a cauldron on fire, a feat that the pleasant Gadel desert not, dwelling in Ireland. By Samaliliath were known ale drinking and suretyship. By him were made thereafter worship, prayer, questioning. The three druids of Partholon of the harbors, Fis, Eolas, Eoch, Mark. The names of his three chamians further, Milchu, Maran, Muennechan. The names of the 10 noble daughters whom Partholon had, and the names of his 10 son-in-laws I have aside. It is a full memory. Eif, Ain, Iofti, Aidned, Macha, Mucha, Melepard, Glas, and Grenach, Wach, and Achanach. Aidbli, Bomnad and Ban, Kertin, Echtach, Achotsan, Luchred, Liger, Lugerd the warrior, Gerber, who was not vain of word, Beathark, Iarbonel, Fergus, Art, Corb, who followed without sen, Sobeke, active, Doberche, were the 5 chieftains of Nimid, good in strength. Bacorb Ladra, who was a sound sage. He was Partholon's man of learning. He is the first man, without uncertainty, who made hospitality at the first. Where they ploughed in the west was at Dunfintine, though it was very far, and they grazed grass of resting in the east of Magsenai. Bibal and Babal, the white, were Partholon's 2 merchants. Bibal brought gold thither, and Babal brought cattle. The first building of Ireland without sorrow was made by Partholon, the first brewing, churning, ale, a course with grace, at first in good and lofty Ireland. Rimad was the firm, tall ploughman, Terle the general head ploughman. Fodbach was the share. No fiction is that, and Fetain the coulter. Broken was the name of the man, it was perfect. Who first wrought hidden shamefulness? It was destroyed with a scattering that was not evil. Partholon thought this to be good, first taking of Ireland after the flood.